Hi everyone, welcome to another Learn to Meditate session. Today I'm going to be co-hosting with Anasia, who you might be able to see showing her video as well on the screen. Um, Anasia has also been practicing Sahaja yoga meditation for a very long time, and so we're very excited to have a new host today. So the theme of the speech that we're going to be playing a bit later on in the session um, is really about having the experience of Saj Yoga and how it's not something that you maybe take on face value, but something that you really take the time to feel as truth for yourself. And it kind of relates back to what we were talking about 2 weeks ago, where we talked about truth as being as being something you experience, maybe not always something that you rationalize. So I wonder, Anasia, if you had any thoughts as well about the speech that we're going to listen to today.
Yeah, I guess one of the things that I kind of thought about after listening to it initially was just like you kind of realize like Sahaj yoga is more than just like those minutes that you spend actually meditating, but it's kind of how you like interact with daily life, like anything, like everything you do in a day. It's like the way that Sahaj like shapes maybe your like understanding or your like emotions and your feelings just going like about your day, like all the stresses and stuff, and it's about like finding that like calm. And then yeah.
Yeah, and I guess that's also especially relevant now, where I feel like in the news we're hearing a lot of really chaotic stories that maybe affect us. And so Saj Yoga not only being that meditation that we do maybe at the beginning or end of the day, but also um, informing the way we deal with that kind of news. I don't know. I know I've definitely felt like initially with all of the anxiety about the current affairs, Saj Yoga has helped me deal with that. But I don't know if you had something similar.
Yeah, no, I think that's very valid. It's kind of like because of course you want to know what's happening, but it's about, yeah, like just taking that step back. So you're kind of, I guess, witnessing everything, but you're not really trying to get too involved in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you kind of then develop the wisdom to be able to see something, I guess, for more than exactly what it is, or maybe the wisdom to be able to see it as exactly what it is. And a lot often, like with the media, they're really trying to inflame a reaction out of you, but you can.
Nasuya, I think Anjani's internet's playing up. Maybe you can.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I'll just yeah, based on like going off what she was saying, that's very true. It's kind of like you can use Sahaja Yoga and like the pure knowledge and stuff like that to just really kind of analyze for yourself and see what's true. Yeah, instead of just taking everything at face value. So I think that's like a way in which we can use like Sahaja Yoga just in everyday life and outside of meditation times. Um,
Anjani's just going out and coming back in, but maybe you want to take us to the talk that we're going to listen to.
yeah, yeah. So why don't we do that? I think we'll listen to the first few minutes of a talk and we'll just yeah, so we'll listen to that first. If Auntie Lynn, if you wanted to play that.
Yes, I will do. Nasuya, thanks.
come back to America. I know there are lots of seekers in this country lost. They are frantically seeking, no doubt. They are genuine seekers. I have no doubt about it. I came back after 9 years. It was unfortunate because I was busy with other parts of the world. And I knew I'll find them again when I go back. It is for us to know, first of all, that if you are seeking reality, if you are seeking the truth, you have to be very honest about it. Extremely honest. We have to know that unless and until we find it, we should not believe anyone, should not accept any service, anything. People may say anything. I may tell you that you have to have your realization. That doesn't mean that you have to believe me. Doesn't mean at all, but you should not also deny me. Now, first of all, we should know what we are seeking. There has been never on this earth such an urge to seek. So many seekers. I don't know if you understand that a very different type of category of people, I call them men of God, are born, who are seekers. And they will go on seeking till they find the truth. But one has to know what we are seeking. What are we to seek? It is said you have to become, you have to be. What do we have to be? We have to be our spirit. Now we do not know what our spirit is. The spirit exists, no doubt. It watches us. We know there is a spirit. But how to bring that spirit in our conscious mind, in our central nervous system is the point. And when people know that there are such demands, the markets also get filled with enterprises. It's very common. Americans are the worst hit because you have purse, you have money. That's the worst part of it. And that's how all of them are flowing down here. And they have exploited you. I do, and I'm sorry for all that. But I must tell you that you cannot pay for your realization. It's an insult of God. How can you pay? How can you pay for Islam? Do you pay to a tree when it gives you fruit? You do not. Maybe a merchant might take the fruit and sell it. It's much more than that. How can we pay for it? Is a simple question we should ask ourselves honestly. Then second point is, you cannot have courses in God realization. What university did Christ go? He was a simple man. Did he go to any university? There's no understanding for us that God is for everyone, whether you are educated or not, whether you have money or not, whether you understand this language or that language. God's language is of love and is for everyone, every person, for every race. It cannot be for one person or one type of people or of one category, but one category is there, and they are the seekers. Seekers is a special category, but only trouble is they do not know what they are seeking. For this we have to refer to some authentic people. For example, we should see now Christ. Christ said that you are to be born again. Last time when I came to America, they were taping my speeches and all that in Los Angeles. And I was amazed, you see, that people objected to it, that they should not tape. I said, let them tape it, what does it matter? They said, no mother, they will publish it. I said, let them publish. It's a big fact, they should get it. They should get their realization. They are to be born again. But I was amazed, and they wrote books as if that was their knowledge. I don't mind that either. But saying that you are to be born again, and they got a certificate, self-certificate, that we are born again. How can you certify yourself you are born again? We have to be honest about it. If we are born again, something special has to happen to us. Like Jung has said, you have to become collectively conscious. Not that I say we are all brothers and sisters and we are all one. No, you have to become that part and parcel of the whole. As you say, the microcosm. You have to become. This microcosm has to become that. That means in evolution, your awareness has to become something more. As an animal, you see, for example, for an animal, he doesn't see any colors. He doesn't see whether it is filthy or good, but you do. In the same way, if you have to rise higher, the change has to come in your awareness. That is one thing one should know, that the transformation has to take place in your awareness. And that is what one should see, that is there any transformation in awareness. For example, there is somebody who starts jumping on the seat. I have seen some people who come to me, they just start jumping and they think they have got realization. How can that be? You are not in possession of yourself. You have to be your own master. Here, somebody is making you jump. Maybe you are possessed. You have no authority over yourself. You do not know how to control yourself. And how do you say that you have got realization? If you become self-realized, you are not going to be enslaved. You are going to get over all kinds of slavery. You have to be a master. This should be the test of anything that you are seeking. What have you got yourself? Are you emitting your own powers? I may say, as he has said it, I mean, I don't know why Warren said this, because I seldom start with this kind of a thing, but if he wanted to see, he said it. Now, to say that I am such and such and such and such is nonsense. I may be anything, so what? What did you get is the point. Did you feel yourself anything more than what you are? Did you get anything more that you have had? Not you become crazy people, recluses. That's not the way. You are going to be the most normal person. Has to be extremely normal. And above all, you have to have complete control over yourself. That is the minimum of minimum one should know. But our idea about self-realization is so much spoiled. And so many pseudo people have written, even about Kundalini. I was amazed when I found out that such big books are written about Kundalini, saying it is in the stomach, some says it is in the nose, it is here and there. It is not there. It is in the sacrum bone. You can see it yourself with your own eyes. When the Kundalini rises, you can see the pulsation just like a heart. Not in everyone, of course, but in some people who have an obstruction, you can see with your naked eyes. You should be able to see it happening. And you can also feel the pulsation coming to the head. I mean, so many people have said it. There are people who are now, I'm told, are converting people into Sikhism and this and that. And what is Sikhism? If you read Kabira, who is the basis of Sikhism, has said that you have to feel the cool breeze coming out of your head. He says, Shunya Shikhara Para Anahata Bajire. They say, on the head, first of all, there's the sound of the Anahata. It's this lap-tap of the heart. And then you feel that cool breeze coming out. It's so clearly said. But who reads those people? Those people who talk even of Hinduism and all that, do they read? Adi Shankaracharya. What Adi Shankaracharya has said? He has written books after books on Kundalini, and not only, but on this Chaitanya Lahari, he has written a complete book. But people don't read that. You get these, I don't know, extracts and some sort of it. I don't know how. They are not afraid of God. They are not afraid just to make some money. I don't know. Are they going to carry this money with them? It's very, very wrong. It's very sinful. I don't mind whatever they do, but it's all right if they want to be smugglers and all. There are many like that. But they spoil your Kundalini. You are damaged. And this is the thing which I am concerned about. And it's a very sad thing. Coming to America is a real venture for me, because I did send some of the people who were really realized souls, and they came here. They ran away within 3 days. They said they will never recognize us. There's a barrier. There's a barrier. They will never recognize us, mother. They went back. They rushed back. They stayed in New York. One of them stayed in 3 days. He ran away. He couldn't stay here. He said they just want something else. They don't want God. They don't want their spirit. Of course, I don't believe that. These barriers are created to us because we read about it. We try to understand through reading. is good, but you must come to a right conclusion through logical understanding, not rationality. Rationality is something which can take you anywhere. Rationality can give you rationalize even a murder, anything. But logically you must understand where should we reach? What should happen to us? As seekers, what are we expecting? This is a very, very precarious time and a very important time. I should say the last judgment has started. That has started. That's how you are all here and you are seeking. The way you will judge is the Kundalini has to rise. You have to become self-realized. Then you start feeling your centers on your fingers. Tomorrow I will be giving all the information about all the centers and all that. And I will tell you how you will judge. What are your centers that are catching? What are the centers of others are catching? And when you will judge that, then you will know what is the problem, how to get it done, how to get it all right. There is no technique for spontaneity. Like if you sow a seed, it becomes a tree. There's no technique. If you have flowers, they become a fruit. It's a living thing, and the living things do not have any techniques. But once you get connected, then you must know the divine laws and you must know the divine technique. But first you must be realized, unless and until you put to the mains, how can you use this machine? You are not yet put to the mains. How can you do anything? It's like telephoning somewhere without having any connection. You must be connected first of all to the divine. But this is not a difficult thing. In modern times, it's very easy. Formerly it was, like you can say on a tree in the beginning, you get only one or two flowers. But the time has come, the blossom time has come. Already today I went to see William Blake's drawings exhibition, and he said all your sins and blasphemy and everything will be forgiven. All your sins will be forgiven. He has said about these days, he said that the God of men will become prophets. And they will have power to convert and transform others into prophets. He has clearly prophesied about Sahaja Yoga. Every word he has said about it. But people don't blink. If you go and see his exhibition, you will be surprised how in the Pilgrim's Progress is only he has given very clearly how you face life. Right? There are some Sahaja Yogis here sitting down at your back here, and they have come from London, and some of them from Australia. And they could see this is how you face it. But to get realization is the easiest thing. To maintain it, rather difficult. But also that is possible. Now we have in London, you'll be surprised, we had a hall at least 1.5 times bigger than this. And the hall was completely filled. And they rose up to sing the song of Jerusalem. It was a great experience for me to see that. But you won't believe, I started the work in England because my husband got elected to a post there. That's how we were there. And in the beginning, I was working with 7 people, 7 hippies, I should say. 7 people for 4 years. And now, of course, the whole of England, we have many centers and lots of people have got realization. And they're working it out. It's working out very well. We have some people here from there who have come. This Dr. David is here and Hester is a barrister. Then we have these 2 from Australia, Dr. Warren, who was a diplomat. And these 2 are American girls. Out of them, Christine has been with me since long. And Marsha got her realization only 2 months back. But she was so upright and so straightforward. She got it in Bristol. She followed us up. She came to London. And I was amazed at her. And I said, if you represent American seekers, then there's no problem.
So just hearing from Shrimati about that self-realization process, I think we'll go into it just now. I'm sure many of you might have done this before, but we'll hear it from her again.
Both the feet on the ground. Both the feet on the ground. Just on the ground. And close your eyes. You have to close your eyes for one reason. It's better to take it out. For one reason you have to close your eyes, because when the Kundalini rises, the dilatation of the pupil takes place. You see, so you should close your eyes, it's better. Otherwise it won't rise above. So keep your eyes just shut. Till I say, you keep them shut. Just sit very comfortably. Absolutely, there should be no strain or stress on your backbone or anything. And if there's anything tight on your waist or anything, you can make it little loose. It's better to make it little loose. And be very, very comfortable. Now, as I said, I can feel that you people are the ones who feel again very guilty for nothing at all. I didn't say anything for you to feel guilty, but you are just feeling guilty for nothing at all. So the first thing you have to say, that Mother, I am not guilty. Put your hand straight like this and you have to just say, Mother, I am not guilty. That's all. Say it twice.
Mother, I am not guilty.
Again.
Mother, I am not guilty.
Again.
Mother, I am not guilty.
Now, put your right hand on your heart. Right hand on your heart. On the left side of you. Yes, left side. Keep your eyes shut. Still, you have to say again, it's still there. Say, Mother, I am not guilty thrice, please. Say it with your honesty, that really you are not guilty, believe me you are not. Say that, Mother, I am not guilty.
Mother, I am not guilty.
Again.
Mother, I am not guilty.
Again.
Mother, I am not guilty.
Good.
Still there. Still there.
Still more. Once more, if you don't mind, thrice you say.
Mother, I am not guilty. Mother, I am not guilty. Mother, I am not guilty.
No. Now the another thing you have is a problem where you have to say, Mother, I forgive everyone. That is at the Agya Chakra. Forgiveness. You have to say, I forgive everyone. Now, one may say it is very difficult to forgive, but it's a myth. Actually, if you forgive someone, you are doing nothing. By not forgiving, you are troubling yourself, not the person whom you do not forgive. So you just say, Mother, I forgive everyone. Say it thrice, please.
Mother, I forgive everyone. Mother, I forgive everyone.
Again.
Mother, I forgive everyone.
Good. Again, it's good.
Yes, it's clear.
Again, it's good. Huh?
There's a bit of liver.
Now, you have to say, the third thing is that, Mother, am I my own Guru? Say it right. Mother, am I my own Guru?
Mother, am I my own Guru?
Again.
Mother, am I my own Guru?
Again.
Mother, am I my own Guru?
Good. Now, for the heart chakra, you have to say, Mother, am I the spirit? Ask the question thrice.
Mother, am I the spirit? Mother, am I the spirit? Mother, am I the spirit?
Again.
Mother, am I the spirit?
Mother, am I the spirit?
Again.
Mother, am I the spirit?
Again, thrice you say. 3 times.
Mother, am I the spirit? Mother, am I the spirit? Mother, am I the spirit?
Now you have to ask for your realization, because unless and until you ask, your freedom cannot be challenged. So in your freedom, you should ask, Mother, please give me realization. Ask for it.
Mother, please give me realization. Mother, please give me realization.
All right?
Mother, please give me realization.
Say it 3 times.
Mother, please give me realization. Mother, please give me realization. Mother, please give me realization.
Again 3 times.
Mother, please give me realization. Mother, please give me realization.
Yes.
Now you see on your head, is there a cool breeze coming on the fontanelle bone area? Just see.
Like
Put your right hand. Put your right hand.
Put your right hand above your head.
Just try to move it and see. Higher, higher. You put your hand a little higher and see.
I feel it.
Right? Good. Right. Let us start with this. That's come.
So just being in that state of meditation, we'll go into some balancing. I think this technique is also something that you may have done before. So we're just going to start with keeping both of our hands on our lap, just palms up. And we're just going to focus on our breathing. Maybe keep our eyes closed. Take a few deep breaths in. And then we're going to bring that right hand down by our side. If you're sitting on the ground, that could be palm down on the ground. If you're on a chair, just facing the floor. And we're going to put our attention onto that left channel. So our left channel is responsible for our lethargy, for our overthinking, our past thoughts. So with this clearing, we really want to get rid of this left-sidedness. So we'll keep those eyes closed. And we'll just say a prayer. Mother, please clear my left side. Mother, please clear the imbalances from my left side. We'll bring that right hand back onto our lap. And we're going to bring that left palm back. I'm just going to bend that and keep that towards the air around us. So just like with our left side clearing, how we use the earth element, we're going to use the ether element or the air element. The ether is all around us. It's all the molecules in the space between the objects. And our right side is responsible for our overactivity, for our overthinking, for all the planning and the futuristic thoughts. So with our right side clearing, we really want to get rid of all of this as well. So we'll say a prayer again. Mother, please clear my right side. Mother, please remove all the imbalances from my right side. And finally, we'll bring that left hand back onto our lap. And we're going to bring our attention into that central channel. So we'll focus on our Kundalini, that guiding energy within us. And we're going to say another prayer. Mother, please bring me into balance. We'll just continue in this meditative state. We'll play some music to help us remain there, and we'll just focus on our being. So we're trying not to think, we're finding that thoughtlessness, that gap between the thoughts, and we're trying to sustain that. Maybe keep your eyes closed to remove the distractions. And just remaining in that state of meditation, we'll bring our right hand just above our head and see how we feel. And we'll do the same with the left hand. We'll just have one final minute of meditation together. And I think that concludes the meditation today. Just before we finish off, Anjani, I wondered, because you got cut off, if there was anything else you had to say about the talk, something to think about, or
Yeah, well, I guess we've still got maybe, let's say, 10 minutes left, so I guess we can see if we can continue our conversation about, and now also it's probably more helpful if you've seen the talk yourself, so you have a bit more context to understand what we're talking about. So the title of the speech is about bringing your spirit into your conscious mind, and we were kind of inching towards that before, talking about how meditation isn't just maybe something you practice, or Sahaj meditation isn't something you practice for 5 minutes or 10 minutes a day, but something that begins to permeate the rest of your life. So I don't know if there's anything specific, like technique-wise, about how we do, like, you kind of think about bringing your spirit into your conscious mind, or what that even means to bring the spirit, like what is the spirit, and what does it mean for that to then become part of your way of thinking.
yeah, I guess a good starting point for observation would be personally, if you have that, for me, when I have those morning meditations, I feel so much better during the day. I feel like when I go to work or uni, I feel a lot more calm and a lot more centered compared to those days where maybe I don't have the time to meditate in the morning, or I only have a very short 2 minutes to sit down. And I guess that's a really good point for observation. Like if you've had the same experience, so you can kind of see already just from those few minutes in the morning how it shapes the rest of your day, even though you aren't actually in meditation.
Yeah, I think and it's something we touch on when we do the self-realization meditation, and we say the affirmations that relates to the qualities as well of each center. To say, for example, at that heart, we say, I am the spirit, and by that, we're talking about what our pure selves are, and then to allow that pure self that isn't bothered by anything, or isn't, defined by anything outside, to be the real you in whatever you do. I might react to something someone says because of a particular thing that's happened to me in the past, but then that knowledge of being the spirit and allowing the spirit to be in my mind can be like, I actually don't need to react to that because I'm not defined by that thing that's happened to me in the past. And so I can kind of move beyond it. And I guess that bit of it, the spirit being the conscious mind, is also the fact that during the day, you make that conscious effort. So, as part of your meditation, say, for example, if you feel heat on a certain part of your hand, like say you feel like your left hand is heavier, which can sometimes indicate that you have more blockages on your left side. If you do that meditation in the morning and can see that, then maybe during the day you can be more aware of like, oh, I might be a bit more lazy today because that's the quality of that side. And then I can be conscious about my decisions then in relation to that. So I can, I can notice, oh, that was a bit of a lazy move that I made, and I can, like change that up a bit, or, be like, oh, I don't want to be that person, and I'm not going to be lazy, and I'm going to go to whatever I said I was going to go to, or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a really good point. I guess, yeah, like in saying, talking about how we are the spirit, it's also, I think from personal experience, again, it's like there's always things, maybe you have an interaction or you leave an interaction not feeling very good about yourself or about the other person. And it's like when you remember that really you're not anything but the spirit, like that's your main, I guess your person is actually just your spirit, you're not your mind, you're not the body, not your interactions. And you kind of guess it gives you the chance to move away from that and really just focus on yourself instead of having like, not feeling too good or yeah.
Yeah. I wonder if anyone maybe has any questions that they'd like to put in the chat. So otherwise, I think we've probably said what we have to say. Mm. All right, well, perhaps we finish there for today. Sorry about the technical difficulties today. It doesn't seem that I've got much luck with technology recently.
Thanks,
Um,
Anjani and Anastasia. That was so nice. Lovely meditation, and look forward to your gracing us with your presence next time. Thanks so much.
Thanks, Auntie.
thanks for meditating with us.
Yep. Thanks, everyone. Look forward to meeting you all next week. Good night.